Is back for this Thursday slate. We have another really short slate for tonight. Second time this week we've had a three-game slate, so not particularly fond of it, but we got to work with what we have. We've seen four out of these six teams play in that three-game slate 2 days ago. So the most interesting game is obviously Golden State Houston. Atlanta Denver is probably going to be pretty high scoring. Denver could blow them out. And then this Clippers Spurs game should be pretty high scoring too. So we do have some high potential high scoring games, but we do have a lot of stars on the slate as well. And I'm gonna do my best to fit in both Harden and Durant on this slate. So I'm gonna start off by plugging in both of them. So I'll plug Harden in at shooting guard, plug in Durant at um, forward. You can play both these guys in multiple position eligibility, which makes it a little easier. Harden is 10-7. He's playing at home where he has been shooting the ball a lot better this year. Last season was the same story. He shoots the three ball a lot better at home, almost 50% so far through three games. It's a pretty good matchup here against the Warriors. Actually, a really good matchup against the Warriors. We'll see if Klay Thompson might be assigned on him, but if they do put Quinn Cook on Harden, he should absolutely dominate. Harden's usage rate has been going back to what it was last season, and like I said the other day, without Carmelo Anthony, Harden and Paul should dominate all the usage on this team. So I really like Harden at 10-7. I really love Durant on the other side. It should be a good back and forth between these two. Durant disappointed a lot of people last game against the Hawks, where he only put up 45. But I'm expecting a lot bigger performance here against this Houston team. The game should be pretty competitive. Draymond Green is also questionable for this game. He was suspended last game. If Draymond Green plays or sits, I don't think it has any effect on Durant. He's still going to dominate usage anyway. And if Draymond does go, Durant's probably just not going to pass him the ball, and Durant's going to take even more shots. So he should take a bunch of shots. Does have a ton of, does have that triple-double upside without Curry. And on the road here, it's a pretty good matchup against the Houston team who they only have P.J. Tucker's only serviceable defender they have besides Paul, but no way you're putting Paul on Durant. So Durant, I really like him at 11-1. All right, so that leaves us with 4,700 left. A ton of value on the slate. One of the biggest value news is going to be whether Alex Len plays or not. If Alex Len plays, plug him in at center. He's still very cheap. If Alex Len sits, it's going to be Miles Plumlee, and we get even more value on the slate. The first source of value that I like on this slate is Monta Morris at point guard. He has been playing a lot of minutes here lately without Will Barton is still out for a while. He should continue playing heavy minutes as the replacements the Nuggets have tried have failed with Craig is just now playing under 10 minutes off the bench. So it looks like Monta Morris has earned more playing time lately, and he's been playing very well. He should see time at the point guard, even at the shooting guard position in this matchup. The Hawks are terrible defensively. It should be a high-scoring game. Nuggets play a lot better at home offensively. So if this game does turn into a blowout, Monta Morris is still going to remain on the court. So you don't have that blowout risk like you do with some of the other Nuggets starters. So if this game is a blowout, you would expect Monta Morris to get that garbage time run, and you should push for 30-plus minutes again in that case. So I love Morris at 4,100. He's really cheap. If I want to pay up a little bit, I like Montrezl Harrell at 6,200 at the power forward position. So Harrell is playing extremely well. I've been playing him a lot lately and hasn't disappointed me at all with those big performances. Gortat is barely playing. He's playing like 15 minutes as a starter, but Harrell is the guy that you really want. He's playing the center position against the Spurs. It's a good matchup here against Aldridge, who's not your traditional center, so you should expect Harrell to get a lot of run. He has a ton of rebounding upside, ton of block and steal upside, plays really hard, takes a good amount of shots when he's on the court, and all of his shots come in the paint, so a really high chance of him knocking him down. So I love Montrezl Harrell at 6,200 today. He does have that 7x upside. Another source of value that I like is Juancho Hernangomez at 3,800. So he's pretty cheap right now at 3,800. He's been starting in the place of Craig and playing a lot of minutes. And in this spot, I think it's a pretty good spot for him. any player that's going to play that many minutes at that cheap price is going to stumble into rebounds and points, especially at his size. So he seems like another good value play on this slate against this Hawks team, which is, terrible defensively. So I like Juancho. And then I kind of like Derrick White a little bit at point guard at 4,800. So if Avery Bradley comes back, that's going to kind of put a cloud around the Clippers situation because everybody should see a little less minutes. But Bradley hasn't been playing well, so Doc Rivers might try to change it up and not play. Might only play Bradley a few minutes. But either way, I think Derrick White's in a pretty good spot here against this Clippers team. Hopefully he avoids Patrick Beverley. But even if he doesn't, he should see some Lou Williams off the bench, who's not a good defender. At 4,800, he's playing close to 30 minutes a night. He does have some upside. He was lighting it up in the Summer League, just coming back from injury. Should continue to play heavy minutes for the Spurs team. It is a back-to-back. He's one of the younger guys, so if Greg Popovich decides to play some of his older guys a few less minutes, he could open up a little extra run for Derrick White. Either way, at under 5,000, he does have that 30-point upside, so I think he's in a very solid price and a good matchup here against this Clippers team that plays at a really fast pace. So that's the 6 plays that I like for tonight. Thanks for watching. Good luck tonight.